Right, an urgent search and rescue mission is still continuing here in Surfside for 99 people from the Champlain Towers South who are still missing somewhere that after this condo collapsed partially overnight, leaving behind a monstrous pile of rubble where just moments before those people were living.
We are all praying, we are all crying, we are all here with the suffering families, and we urge everyone to join us in prayers and in hopes that we can still continue. We are continuing for our search and rescue effort.
And the question remains tonight is what happened and why? And for that now we take a look at the very latest of what we know. The devastation is hard to believe. Part of the Champlain Towers South crumbling to the ground in the dark of the night.
Little Surfside has experienced a catastrophe with respect to this building. I woke up this morning at 2 o'clock and came out to the property, and it was something like I could never believe could happen.
3 people confirmed dead, 99 missing, 10 treated at the scene, and 53 have been accounted for. Fire rescue evacuated 35 residents in the undamaged portion of the 12-story building, but the tower closest to the ocean collapsed with no warning around 1:30 a.m. It is there in the tangled mass of concrete and steel that rescuers are desperately searching for any survivors.
And we're going to do our very best to save as many people in that pile of rubble as we possibly can.
One boy was miraculously rescued from the debris after a passerby heard screaming and saw his fingers wiggling from beneath the collapsed building. And a second person was also rescued. The Champlain Towers was built in 1981. It contained 136 units and about 55 of them collapsed. The cause is not yet known and is under investigation. The building is due for its 40-year certification, however, and as part of that, engineers survey it for structural problems, but it is unclear how far in that process the review has gotten. Miami-Dade Fire Rescue has undertaken the lead in the delicate and dangerous job of trying to find any survivors in the wreckage.
So this is the incredible, unimaginable situation that none of us could have predicted, but we have the right people on the job.
And as they continue the search and rescue effort, the numbers do keep changing. Earlier, we were told that there were 3 people dead. They have just revised that and told us at this point, just 1 person is dead in this unimaginable horror of this building collapse. Reporting live from Surfside, I'm Terry Parker. Back to you.
Terry, thank you. The records concerning permits, violations, and construction at the location will not be released for another 3 to 4 weeks. This is according to officials at the local building department. Now, here is what we know about Champlain Towers. It consists of 3 buildings, each with 12 stories. The one that collapsed was the South Condo building. It was built in 1981 and had about 135 luxury apartments.
Now dozens remain missing at this hour as the search continues for them. Family members and friends continue to wait outside a family reunification center that's been set up, hoping to get any update on their loved ones. Our Angela Rozier's live outside that center. And Ange, you've talked with some of those families.
Yes, we did. They're very, very hopeful, but they're also hurting right here tonight. That center right here behind me at the Surfside Community Center, you can see people gathered outside. We have Red Cross here. We've also have people, strangers, driving up with their cars, dropping off food, dropping off water, anything to help these folks who are looking for answers about their missing loved ones. Now, throughout the day, we've seen people stopping by. We've also seen police officers driving by as well, strangers coming up, striking a conversation. We've also talked to several people, as you said, showing us photos of their loved ones who are missing. One woman tells me that she had a cousin in town yesterday on vacation, and she showed us a picture of that cousin and her 2 small children, who she says she has not heard from them since last night. Again, the crowd here continues to grow throughout the day. People, again, trying to be hopeful. And again, the whole community is showing their support by showing up here and dropping off donations as well. Also here today, as well as Red Cross, we also have rabbis, chaplains, even mental therapy therapists here inside offering their help, asking people if they need to talk. They're here to listen. Reporting live in Surfside, Angela Rozier, WPBF 25 News.
Angela, thank you. Well, there's also a reunification line for families to use. It's right there on your screen, 305-614-1819. They're asking anyone who's having trouble getting in contact with family members to please call that number. And if your family member is accounted for, officials, they need to know that as well.
Dramatic video shows the moment firefighters pulled a young child from the rubble. It was a man who alerted firefighters. Nicholas Balboa says he just happened to be nearby when he heard the boy calling out for help.
Then I saw an arm sticking out of the wreckage, and he was screaming, "Can you see me?" And whatnot. So we started to kind of climb up to him, to try and see if we could get him free.
According to Balboa, the boy told him that his mother was also in the building. No word yet on what happened to her.
And our team coverage continues tonight with our Ari Height with more on the first responders who are risking their own lives in hopes of saving others. Ari, the Miami-Dade Fire Rescue Urban Search and Rescue Team has responded to disasters like this all across the globe.
They most certainly have, and it's hard to imagine just how difficult a job they must be having right now, sifting through the rubble, hoping, praying they can find survivors. But officials here tell me the folks who are doing this are the absolute best of the best. And you just mentioned their name right now. We're talking about the Miami-Dade Search and Rescue Task Force. Unfortunately, these folks have a lot of experience in this type of situation. Over the years, they've traveled around the world to dozens of emergencies like hurricanes, earthquakes. They were at the bombing in Oklahoma City. They were also at the World Trade Center and the Pentagon on 9/11.
So this is the incredible, unimaginable situation that none of us could have predicted, but we have the right people on the job. Our team at Miami-Dade Fire Rescue has dealt with collapse situations before. Their dogs are trained. They have been on the scene since they got the call at 1:38 this morning, and they are doing a fantastic job.
And this crew also responded to a very similar building collapse in Barbados back in 2007. But I'm told by county officials here this is the first time the task force has ever been assigned to work on their own home turf here in Miami. So obviously a very difficult situation for them. That's the very latest reporting live in Surfside. Ari Height, WPBF 25 News.
Ari, thank you. Governor Ron DeSantis got to see up close the disaster site this afternoon and says the quick actions of Miami-Dade County and other rescue workers saved an unknown number of lives.
And they absolutely saved people's lives, and so we really appreciate all that they have done and that they're continuing to do.
The governor also says thanks to the Red Cross, survivors have a place to go. They helped set up short-term hotels for them.
President Joe Biden responded to today's collapse. Here's some of what he had to say.
My chief of staff has been deeply involved in this from the very beginning. We got the cabinet involved in it now in terms of dealing with FEMA. We're working on it, and I made it clear. I say to the people of Florida, whatever help you want that the federal government can provide, we're waiting. Just ask us, we'll be there.
In the hours and days to come, stay with WPBF 25 News for continuing coverage. We will continue to track the very latest with this partial building collapse throughout the newscast. And you can get breaking news updates sent right to your phone by downloading the free WPBF 25 News app. You can download the app by pointing your phone's camera at the QR code on your screen. You'll be redirected to the App Store.